Hey everybody, it's Chance here with yet another episode of Pathologic. Last time we finished off day 3 and started day 4. Um, we essentially went to the infected district and found the bachelor inside an infected house. He didn't take the schmouter from the child and tell him to go off on his way. Though we did tell Capella that that's what happened. He was very like, whatever, I have like my own research to do that I need to do here, and I need to find the Harspects right now. And we find the Harspects, and he's like, I am trying to figure out my own stuff, and could you just not tell the Bachelor I'm here? Thank you. We choose to not tell the Harspects, not tell the Bachelor where the Harspects is. And I mean, he's not happy about that, but it's like, whatever. It's not like he can prove otherwise. Um, and then tell Capella that, yeah, no, he did take the schmouter from the child and tell him to go off on his way, which is interesting. Um, a lot of going into infected houses this time around, which blows. I hate that. Um, and then we started day 4, which is we're focusing on bad grief this time around. Um, So, learn his name is essentially just a shortened version of Grigory Fillin, so it becomes Grief. And, you know, Grief is honest. He's not honest about with us. We make him honest through our hooks. And we learn that, yes, he is kind of in charge of the whole Barley thing, which makes sense considering he was like, well, Barley has some indisputable proof. And it's like, how do you know that Barley has indisputable proof, huh? Buddy. Um, and then Katarina wants us to convince Mark of joining the Humbles. I just don't think that that is something. I just don't. Mark does not. Mark is a utopian, like hands down, no question. Um, Lara also was like, "Hey, can you make sure the Haruspex is okay?" kind of thing as well. Um, so we're just gonna continue at it. Lots to do, as per usual. And luckily, we've started on like pretty early on, all these things considered. Um, because like usually in the Haruspecs and the Bachelor route, I hear. Let's see. So I don't think we've finished off any of the main quests yet. Not yet. So Mark Immortal is likely over here somewhere. I don't know exactly where. Um, so we'll go over here first because we'll have to talk to Alexander for the Lara quest, as well as to finish the main quest, and then I don't really know where Artemi is. Oh, we gotta talk to Alexander first, so that's kind of the important part. But let's go over here and talk to Eva, Bachelor, and the Kinds, and see if we can get them a mark, and then go from there, because then we'll cross over here, and then go from there. Because if we can at least finish the Mark quest when we go over here to the Cerberus, we can talk to Katarina, Alexander, finish the main quest, finish that side quest, continue that other quest. Most efficient use of our time. Alright. We're doing okay on stuff, and our reputation at the moment. Turns out if you kill... I mean, I love Clara's killing beam. I do worry that it's not going to become... It's going to become a little rougher, because in the beginning it's relatively easy, and with the knife people, like, as long as you keep them arm's length away, but there's no real way to do that for... no real way to do that for the looters, because they're kind of right up on you. And then when the arsonists arrive, their whole thing is that they're ranged. Yeah, they're right up on you, and it's an enclosed space, which makes it difficult. And I don't have a gun, so... You know? But what can you do? What can you do?
My bedroom is warmer than this place.
Hey.
I'm tired. I've had enough.
Okay. Come on, I just want to close the door after me. Nope, Clara will not do that. You know what? It's her prerogative. She can do whatever she wants. I am fascinated by this sculpture every time I see it. Hey.
Who is it walking upstairs?
No one.
However brilliant an action, it should not be esteemed great unless the result of a great motive.
Oh, hey! Hey. Hey to the both of you.
The caprice of our temper is even more whimsical than that of fortune.
Oh, that's just charming. I'm so curious that I'm not even going to kill her. Let her ask her now, Mark. And remember what I told you then. What do you want, Changeling? I need to talk to Mark, but in private, without you. See, Mark? Shall we give her a chance, perhaps? It'll be a lot of fun. So what was it that you were hoping to tell Mark? Could it be the same thing you told my Uncle Gregory the other day? Actually, I'm beginning to get angry. I should be angry now, but this is all too amusing. You've come to charm us. You're charming. No, don't say anything. You're doing a great job. But you should really have picked someone weaker for a start. Then this wouldn't have felt so inane, and we could do away with you without a single second thought. When it's like this, though, we just don't have the heart. So I've been saved by my sheer lack of artifice? Of course, Clara. Surely you don't think those tricks would work on us. Or is there really something you're missing? Could I be the naive one and you the saint? Let's see. No, not even remotely. You do feel I can break you with a mere effort of will, don't you? I do, but I have no right to call myself a saint. Oh, interesting. Well, hello there. You must be running an errand for Katerina. She needs a certain something, doesn't she? I bet she's feeling uneasy. How did you guess? It's written all over your face. But let's get right down to business, seeing as you have very little time. The walls of this house are pernicious to you, little imp. What is it then? What's causing your displeasure with me, or say with the most charming mistress of this hospitable house? What? What did you just call me? That was affectionate. I could take my words back, though. Admittedly, you don't quite fit the definition yet, but you're almost there. Although there's still some hope left. Perhaps a miracle will happen and you'll turn away from that path. You've challenged heaven. You're the reason that it's all happening now. Now those are some strong words. You're much too impressionable, my child. Katerina's only dabbling in pathetic rhetoric because it is her last resort. Now that she's seen the beginning to the end. An ugly trick to pull, and cheap too. Take a professional's word for it. What are you, a priest? Why all the twisted notions? Why are you so hateful? It's only play acting, all of it. Like any game, play acting is a mere shadow of existence. A tiny fragment of it, a semblance. Not a hollow semblance, mind you, quite the contrary. Filled to the brim. Play acting is fuller than reality, since it's smaller. You're always play acting, always a mummer. That's why you have this manner of explaining things. Yes, that's what I am indeed. And while we're at it, I ought to explain to you what Katerina's business is with the theater. It's got nothing to do with those masks of mine. But there is, you see, this creature living down there. An abomination of spirit, a taunter and a tormentor. We call it the Raft Problem. Raffet. Bleh, bleh, bleh. We call it the Rat Prophet. What? Now you're not making any sense. Yes, yes. The thing is, Katerina is barren. She can't predict the future. That creature can, though, and it visits her at night. Unlike a true mistress, however, it can tell lies. And it's certainly good at telling the right lies. I don't believe you. Go and convince yourself then. The creature is there now. Speak these words to the masks, earlobe and eyelid, and they will let you pass. It will lie to me too. How am I supposed to convince myself? Mark said that there's some sort of rat prophet living in the basement of the town's theater. Some lying spirit who's taken over Katerina. What is it? They say that the otherworldly creature living in the theater has come to possession of Katerina's dreams and prophecies. An evil spirit that puts lies to her ears. Lies that she believes to be visions of the mistress. I won't believe it until I see it with my own eyes.
Isidore's death is so untimely.
Okay. A lovely conversation with... It's so funny how just like... It's so interesting, because it's like Katerina's like, don't talk to Maria, she will not be... You can't handle her yet. And then it's like, we have to talk to her because she's like, talk to Mark. I mean, again, she's more focused on the theater itself as opposed to the, as opposed to Mark. And I mean, yes, Mark is the steward, is a steward of the theater, so it makes sense that focus there, but at the same time, you know. Did I talk to the Oglemitskis at all? I don't remember. 'Cause I know I just came from young Vlad here. Let's talk to Hero, and let's just stop by Capella and Big Vlad, just because I don't remember if I've talked to them, and I would like to talk to them if I haven't yet. Alright. What are the updates? I don't really have any major ones. My coworker is on vacation, so it's been really hectic for me. But as it goes, you know, like, that's life, isn't it, sometimes, on this earth. Take it! Nope. Useless to me. All these bullets, I don't need that. So I think it's like earlobes and eyes or something like that. Earlobe and eyelid mask, let me through. Go on in then. Look at her, not scared at all. Cute little thing. Be careful with that talon. Uh, hey man. Greetings, Plague dear. Wait just a little more. We're almost done embellishing your throne. The very heart of the town shall become the temple of the pest, and you will have the world at your feet soon. Plague? Me? Well, that is your nature. That's not true. All this time, none other but you have been the disease personified, the tool of the world to restore the balance with. All this time there has been no sister. All this time Clara has been chasing herself around, confounded by Katerina's visions coming true. What about Katerina? Did she really start it all for your sake? She needs to chill. She needs to chill. Whatever happens, my favorite person in the town will never be denied my favors. Feel free to come over too, Lady Plague, and tell Katerina just to forget about Mark. He's hopeless. There's no converting him. That would be pointless anyway. You'll crush yourself in the end. It's all just a game for you. How dare you? In the end, you'll be surprised to find out that everything you've heard, every single thing, was the honest truth, even the seemingly contradicting things. I'll drop again later for more sage advice. What does the creature say? Who is this rat prophet? I feel that his words are turned inside out. That truth becomes lie as soon as it emerges from his mouth. Could it be a trap? Mark Immortel must be pulling his strings. I need to tell Katerina as soon as possible. Oink. Alright. Interesting. Let's talk to the Ogomitskis and then head up to the Sabarovs to finish off this quest, and then to finish off the main quest, and then continue the other quest. But yeah, things have been hectic as it goes.
The girl is fine.
What's the news? I have bartered a hook and 3 nuts today. The kiddos will be green with envy. Gave out 3 rifle rounds for them. If only I had a rifle. Not bad. Oh, we now have Minoscipium. I do need to switch out my inventory though, so let me... If we're starting to get antibiotics, then I should definitely grab my supply to trade with the kids. Especially since right now the kids are going to be about.
The town is changing, as if someone is sucking the life out of it.
I've talked to Markley as you've asked. And so, pray tell, don't keep me waiting. Do you trust my insight? Do you know that I can read people's souls? Would I entrust you with such things if I didn't? Would I let you rewrite and redraw people's destinies if I didn't trust you, my angel? Maria thinks he's under her charms in the ranks of the Utopians. He's playing along, but that's not really how it is. So, why are you looking at me like that? This was not the most important of what you were going to tell me, was it? Do you know of the rat prophet? I sensed something. When you uttered those words, I suddenly felt familiar, as if something ran its sharp little claws across my back. It's the creature that whispers false prophecies to you in your sleep. Well then, thank you, beloved daughter. You've done all you could. So that's who's been visiting me nightly. How frightening. I thought they weren't rats, but kind spirits of the earth. Yes, it is frightening. I am so confused. I believed every word she said. Why wouldn't I believe her if I can sense the truth with my very being? I can tell truth from lies. I am certain of that. But then how to explain what has happened? Katerina herself was deceived, so the truth she was telling reflected whatever lie someone else told her. How is this even possible? One second, Papa. Okay, let's see. I wish there was like a mass put away button. Okay. Okay, cool.
Yes.
I found out a lot more about grief than I'd care to know. What is it? Speak. I don't even know where to begin. Begin with the Oglomitskis. That is the most important sin for me and the least for him. It is not his fault, for it is not his fault. So did Oglomitski protect his illicit trade? Did he benefit from it? He didn't just benefit, he presided over it. Grief was a stooge. Now then, shall we skip the issue of the Bar Brigade since it's clear now who their true mastermind was? Think to your courage, my brave girl. Don't skip it just yet. Barley was as much of a puppet in Grief's hands as Grief himself was for the Ogomitsky. Everyone has their toys. And I was beginning to regret my bias. It seems I shouldn't have. Well, that settles it. Aren't you interested to know what my verdict is? Whether Grief is the cause of the disaster that struck us? Well, is he the cause of the disaster that has struck the town? What is your verdict? No, it's not him. He's not to blame for the disaster that struck your town. Our town. Well, hearing not guilty verdicts from you is troubling. I hope it doesn't lead to something bad. Huh. What can I do? I can't tell a lie. Such is my nature. I probably should have done this after talking to Katerina, but too late. It wouldn't be fair to lay the blame of bad grief. True. The man has a rotten soul, selling his damned stock the way he always been. He's always did. Who knows if he was even fully aware of the terror that would follow. He feels guilty, no doubt, and I can hardly think of anything more precious than when a man like this embraces repentance. I must let him live. He will be of use to me yet. Oh, right. Ha ha ha.
Barley the barber is the leader of the gang. Some barber.
They say you're hunting down the Haruspecs. Is that true? Yes, and it's good that you've mentioned it. Why? Because I've decided that today shall see the end of any and all killers who use scalpels, razors, knives, barber scissors, or any kind of manner of blades. The epidemic mowing down human lives is bad enough on its own. The streets will be safe, in daytime as well as nighttime. The Haruspecs is not one to get caught easily. The executors just reported that he was seen in an infected district, very close to the works as it happens. He's scouring through abandoned houses, looting, obviously. We could lure him into an ambush. You could. But how? Tell him that Dr. Rubin is waiting for him back home with urgent business to discuss. This Rubin, by the way, is himself highly suspicious. Are the rumors true that he refuses to hand over Simon's body to the Kynes? Gregory is furious. Georgie? Gregory is furious. Something is wrong here. Indeed. He is one of the infected houses. Be quick. This will be more proof that you stand on the side of the law. I prove it incessantly every day. The Haruspex is hiding in one of the infected buildings in this district. Okay, so somewhere over here. Could be anywhere. No clue. Well, we'll find out. Father wants the opposite. He asked me to lure Haruspex into a trap to lure him out of Father wants the opposite. He asked me to lure Haruspex into a trap to draw himself out of hiding. In all likelihood, the Haruspex is to be found somewhere in the infected district, in one of the contaminated houses. Well, let's put on that. Let's get my immunity up. Alright. I'd only have this. Well, I definitely need to grab more antibiotics, so let's drink that up. Oh, that brought up my immunity quite a bit. Let's see if we can talk to some kids to get some... Let's go down this way just because the kids aren't as present in the abandoned districts. But they have been pretty present over here, so... Let's go! I should probably grab more twire as well. Grab the twire to buy more of that, but so much to do. Never enough time. So rude. Alright, so he is somewhere over here, so let's get over here and go from there. Go. We got our reputation up. We hurt ourselves a bit, but that's fine. Beep. Yeah. Make a save. Come on, buddy. Okay, he's not here. Alright. This is a fun game, because I don't really want to spend a lot of time in the houses. I hope they're not, like, deep in... Oh, interesting. Okay. Are we back out of the... Oh, that's not in the infected district, I see. Okay, so let's try this house now. Oh, this one has a ton of different layout to it. I don't really like the layout of this house. This makes me uncomfortable, and I have to leave right now. What is your problem, house? Okay, let's try this house then, maybe. Okay. 'Cause, 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 tried that one. Let's try this one. Artemi, Artemi. Let's try this house again, just because we only got like a certain angle of it. Does it have an entrance here? No. Okay, so I guess it's just how the house is. That's weird. Okay, let's see. So let's try maybe one of these two. What's that? Okay. That's a unique coughing animation, the coughing sound. I'll take two. Well, I'm getting right out on it here. Okay, well... I hate being in those. I hate being in the infected houses so much. Artemi, come on, buddy. Please tell me you're somewhere. Please, oh my god. I'm begging you, man. I mean, I'm definitely not exploring these houses well enough, but, like, I don't want to be in there, so... Artemi? Artemi? Let me get out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. Okay, let's go straight forward instead. Artemi, Artemi. Ugh, I hate it in here. Where the hell is that guy? He's doing a great job hiding, let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the walkthrough now. Okay. He is on the ground floor of the building opposite Factory 1. So this is Factory Building 1. He's on the building to the right of the white hand on your map. So this one? We just checked there. Maybe this one? No, don't even get near me. I'm not here to play games with you. So what if I find him, right? There you are! Asshole! I'm sick of you already. Why won't you stop interrupting my work? Get lost, You're giving me bad luck. I just wanted to say that there's an ambush waiting for you. Don't go home today. Really? Who laid it? Alexander Sabarov, my adoptive father, detests you. No good reason. Appreciate the sentiment. For no good reason, I'd say. Thank you. What was your name again? Clara. You're welcome. Yippee! We did it! Save! And I got some metadorm out of that. Anyway, I gotta loot more. Okay, that's 2 metadorms. Excuse me. Pardonnez-moi. Ignore me. Oh, the mother load. Okay, bye. Let me get out of here. Okay. Love getting stuff. Alright, cool. So... now let's go back to Lara. I don't know. I like Artemi. I don't want to backstab him if I don't have to. He's me, Elliot's friend. I mean, he's not me, myself, but like, you know, we played him. You know, I like him very much. He's very likable, even when he's unlikable. You know? And I also want him to fulfill his destiny, you know? He goes through a lot. This is so rude. Alright, got out of there. All the children have disappeared for some reason. Oh, never mind, there's one walking. That'll probably serve us well later.
What?
I've warned Barak. You did everything right, Clara. Take this gift. It's modest, but it will be useful to you in these difficult times. Thank you. I have warned the Parspects of the danger he was in. No matter how bad the man may be, Father's approach is just wrong. You cannot do a good deed by vile means. Lara is grateful to me for this. And she seems to be much more affable than my first impression of her suggested. Alright. Nice. Nice. Alright, so I'm getting really tired. Let us go back to the rod and get some sleep. What time is it? 12 o'clock. Well, there you go, right? But... and we're already done. Yippee! Yahoo! Cool. Alright. Oh, I can probably just sell the bullets. Cool. I'm really curious, because I mean, obviously Patho 3 isn't out yet, so I have no idea how it's gonna go. I am very interested in it. I am excited as well. I don't know what it's gonna do, like, narratively, but I don't know, I'm very interested. The thing is I think the developers have earned my trust with this original game, and again, people seem to really, really be fond of 2. So, like, I feel very comfortable in... I feel very comfortable in stating, my like and my trust for how Patho 3 will turn out. More of a focus on the powers that be, which does make a lot of sense because the Bachelor's route does focus on that. But with that being said, I am intensely interested in what Clara's route will turn out to be, you know? In a revisitation. Let's put this away. Let's get some more. Let's put that in our inventory because it turns out that's pretty useful. Okay. So let's go out while it's still daytime. I'm tired, but not as tired as I could be, so. Okay, looks like I don't have anything to worry about. Yes, yet. Vegetables. Nice, okay.
Barley the Barber is the leader of the killers. Was it long ago that he kneeled and crawled before me here?
Okay. 77, 75, so 10. So how much are these worth? 1 of each. Oh, then I don't even have enough. Pfft, stupid. I'm getting out of here. Useless to me. Do I need to heal at all? A little bit. Let's drink some. Yeah, let's just sleep. Of the bound, fallen ill. The following sanitary precautions are hereby announced. There are citizens, so-called bound, who seem to be extraordinarily involved in the town's happenings. They are regularly contacted by people of different lines of occupation and social standing, including your 2 colleagues. They also try to compensate for what they believe to be your inaction with their own efforts. In consideration of that, the Executor Committee has decided: 1. If a bound person falls ill, the door to their home will be guarded by an executor. 2. While the bound person remains conscious, the executor should collect mail deliveries from them and pass them over to provisions and medicaments to be delivered by the couriers. 3. In exceptional cases, it is allowed to visit the patient. To enable communication with the bound person, the executor should resort to higher efficiency antibiotic medicine, parafermicimium. 4. Vaccines, serums, and other such solutions should be administered, if available, in the same manner as all of the above. Executors Committee. Alright. What time is it now? 1900. Okay. Alright, alright. You know what, let's sleep. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Okay. The chill woke me up today. Before dawn, I was lying at the riverbank with my feet under the water. My arms were stretched out, and there were handfuls of earth in my grasp. I praised heaven for my salvation, and then turned my thoughts to my beloved children, the ones I entrusted to me. It is very difficult to reach them. However, so I have no other choice but to take care of other bound. I took away some of them to my ward already, so you need not worry on their behalf. I placed my hands on the shoulders of my bound ones and went after you. I've been searching for you all day long. Alas, you have slipped away today, as you always do. My wonderful hands did too much labor today. They won't serve me anymore. Everything will be just fine. I will see you soon enough, my dear. An unexpected letter from the powers that be. You didn't expect us to write a letter, did you? But here it goes. You have our attention at last. So you say that you were meant to become a miracle worker. Now that is detestable. We would assume that you are mistaken, but we don't want to disappoint you, and ourselves for that matter, ahead of time. From what we saw of the Bachelor and the Haruspechts, who have yet to cause us anything apart from petty chagrin and all too predictable, if sometimes elegant, choices, neither the two have succeeded in overcoming the inevitable. Such is the law, even though we're sick of it already. Don't be surprised. Did you think that the powers that be and the law were always in concordance? We did affect this was the case for a long time, but we would no longer like to pretend before the Heartseeker like you. The truth is, we're fed up with the law. The town is precious to us, as you can see, so if you succeed in keeping it intact to preserve it just as it is now, this will all be, take our word for it, a true miracle. Compared to that, everything you did before is cheap market tricks of dubious value. Such is our well-considered decision. Unsigned. Interesting. Interesting. This area is now infected. Oh, we should go see the theater show. Ah, so much to do. Hello, Papa.
Neither the sun nor death can be looked at without winking. Who said that?
Now is no time to sleep, my daughter. The scythe has been sharpened. The righteous harbingers are riding in, hooves thudding. We ought to be clear on whom that scythe shall swoop down. People are dying. The hour of reckoning is near. Whose turn is it today? Reuben's time has come. I have received reliable information that he was in the know on everything that Isidore, the father of that accursed Burak, was doing. It was with him that everything began. Oh, but I know that the Kynes have put a sizable bounty on Oinian Reuben's head. It almost matches our bounty on your alter ego. They must have a good reason for it. Georgie... Oh, is it Dredgy? Not Gregory? I have been calling him Gregory this entire time. But his name is Georgie. Whoops. Sorry, Greg. Or, this is, again, not Greg. We've just established this. Sorry, Georgie. Oh, that's an oopsies on my part. Whoops! Haha, teehee. Georgie is no fool. This closet is a veritable ossuary. Just don't send me to the Kynes. Talking to the Kynes is useless, whereas Ominous Reuben will tell you everything himself, if you find the right approach. Perhaps he is innocent. I'd like to think he is. I'll find that reproach. I've known that you will. Who knows Reuben better than everyone else? Vlad the Younger. We are in a diplomatic alliance now. He will tell you the best way to approach the disgraced Doyen. You will not be secretive. Ask direct questions. He likes frankness. All right. I'll do as you say, Father. Vlad the Younger knows how to get the hardened and crusty Reuben hooked. Reuben's communion. When the disease came to town, it was riding on the back of Isidore Barak. Stock Reuben would have a lot to say on the matter, being Isidore's longtime associate. But Reuben has gone into hiding, which suggests an uneasy conscience. All the more reason to pay him a visit. Vlad the Younger will know what kind of hook may be used to open Reuben's doors.
No, I can't stand it much longer.
Okay, nothing new from him. Alright. Oh, wait. Yeah, the fire isn't much useful. I don't have enough of it to get anything from it. Alright, and the kids are not out, because it's the middle of the night, so let's just put this stuff away. Anything interesting? Might be able to sell that. Alright. Hey! Neither. Why would you need my sympathy? Or do you have something to be judged for? It's all the same to me, whether it be sympathy or judgment. I can't even feel the cold. Whatever. Okay, just she happened to spawn right here. It's a very funny coincidence because it makes it feel like she's important, but I don't think that's the intention. Monk.
It's beneath a mistress to hang about at night.
How fast the disease is spreading. So many dead already. That is because, up to now, we have been lacking in diligence. And the reason for that is probably not the kindness in your heart, my daughter, but my incorrect choice of objectives. Still, are you ready to resume your endeavors? Yes, mother. We must continue. There are not many bound left. Our town will not be spared for the sake of 10 righteous men. Nay, it will be destroyed on the account of a single rebel. As of now, we are losing the battle. And for all I know, my husband may be exterminating the truly faithful in his fury. What will I have to do today? I don't know for sure yet. Desperation is a bad advisor. To make a move too early is always to lose the little we have. But sometimes, even though you know it's the wrong move, you find it hard to hold back. What if you're lucky? That's how we are going to play now, threatening the queen. Who are you going to send me to, mother? The blade of your words will now be pointed at the very heart of the utopians' false doctrine. Only the Kynes themselves are more dangerous than them. I am talking about the brothers Stomatin, the rebellious architects who have challenged too many things. You will begin with Peter. Convert him. How do I hook him? It all hinges on Maria again. Maria and Nina. Yes, that is too strong a citadel. Only a miracle could help you. Is Peter in love with Maria? He is, just like his depraved brother Andre. All that they do together. All that they feel together. Perhaps that is their weakness. Convert Peter. Then the fierce Andre will be in our hands too, since they are twins, and one cannot live without the other. Alright, I'm going. This is where Peter Stomatin, the most striking and the most dangerous utopist, lives and works. The twins. Katerina's experiment yesterday did not bear fruit, but this was to be expected. Too many coincidences were working against us. It should be better today. Peter Stomatin, the most daring of builders, has a searing fire burning so brightly within him. Yet his spirit is weak, and the fire is all too easy to snuff out. Oh, let's see if she has anything else, actually.
Shh.
Okay, so let's go talk to Peter. It makes that dialogue, like his starting dialogue, really interesting. He's like seeing you as an angel, because this is kind of the first instance you get to actually talk to him. So... yeah, I'm gonna hold on talking to Sticky and Murky until I have narrative reason to, just because I think that's more interesting.
That bloody Haruspeck's murdered an herb bride. This is it. So much for proper brews.
Drink with me, little one. You are as green as the water in that deep pool. You must be the fairy from this matted bottle. I'll heed you. Drink. Peter. Peter. Bleh, bleh. Peter, oh Peter, I know of you this. You have defied the law of the earthly gravity and defeated it. Will you agree to touch me, to brave the depths, to answer my questions candidly and without prejudice? What? And then I'll drink with you. So what? So what do you think? Will you answer? All right, I will. How did you manage to do that, Peter? Wait. Why are you asking me? I can see you taking me by the hand, leading me here. A circle of light from a bright lamp. Stop! I sought oblivion in the green fairy's embrace. I desired you so that you could give me a chance to forget. And you're reminding me again! You're lying! Who are you? What's wrong with you? Haven't you seen me before? I don't understand. My head is spinning. Where am I? I thought I was standing upon an extremely thin ladder, at a great height. The force of gravity was so strong that my knees gave way. I was so frightened that I lay prostrate and couldn't climb down. I heard people laugh at me from far below. But I survived. You're all but dead, Peter. Do you understand what this daydream of yours means? I don't know. I'll do what Andre says. Bring my brother to me. Where are you, brother? You're the only one I trust. I'm surrounded by ghosts, by translucent greenness, maras and chimeras, the double-faced changeling. Only he is real. My support, my bulwark. I'll bring you a word from Andre. The connection between Andre and Peter is just too strong. Peter will neither talk nor listen until he is absolutely positive that Andre is on his side. Now things have become complicated. I will have to convert two instead of one. Men as different from each other as they are similar. Neither of the two will lend me his ears unless the other approves. This will be challenging, as their mutual support will reinforce their dangerous misconceptions. Enough of that. I must approach Andre. The sooner, the better. Alright. Let's go talk to Andre. Yeah, well... Oh, well, Andre isn't here. Only green twiring left. We're out of black. The shipment marsh is due in evening. Where's Andre? Alexander is conducting mass arrest. Master Andre has gone into hiding, in case we get raided. And a good call it was, too. He was barely gone when the patrolman showed up looking for him. Where is he? No one knows. I suppose he'll return as soon as Alexander stops hounding him. Then I'll tell him there was a young lady looking for him. I'll talk to Alexander. Father doesn't hesitate to damn those who have sinned, but he can grant pardon just as easily. I can beg him to forgive Stomatin. Nope, not interested in talking to me. Alright. Let's go talk to Anna while we're in the neighborhood. And then we'll go talk to Alexander. We might as well do this quest while it's all circulated around the same place, you know? You don't really have to go far for it.
The paint is peeling off me. So ugly.
Ooh. Hmm. 99 cents. Nice.
They say Haraspeks went down Oginski's well. I hope he stays there.
Did you order Andrei Stomatin's arrest? Yes. The scoundrel is almost as much danger as his brother. Please, let him be for a while. I need to ask him a few questions. So you want me to poke his head out of his hole? Yes. The Inquisitor will arrive soon. It is my duty to restore order before I am removed from power. To fail to do so would be a terrible disgrace. Make an exception for Andrei. He won't escape your retribution. I can vouch for it. Alright, but remember, the Aziz's human avatar must be delivered to me within 2 days. If you don't find her, I will hand over the first suitable candidate I come across, so that the town is scared Karminski's rough justice. The death of that woman will be on your conscience. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I didn't read this. It appears that Father has decided to go ahead with the raid after all. I will have to go back to him and beg mercy for Andrei. This won't be an easy task, but then Andrei will surely appreciate my assistance. Feelings of gratitude will make him easier to deal with. He won't be able to reject me as easily as he did before. Everything is going well. My gentle father will spare the architect. The twins will no longer refuse to open their souls to me. Andrei would know the news by now. He's bound to be on his way back to his den of debauchery. Alright, let's go talk to Andrei. It's a lot of walking around the same circle, but it does make things a little easier. Especially this early on in the day, so I have more than enough time. Because yeah, basically I hang out over here. Alright, and then after that, where shall I go? I think I'll go up here, and then that will mean I'll stop by the theater, talk to the Gomitskis. Though, I should talk to these three. But also... Well, yeah, let's go up here first and to do the theater, since I do just want to see the theater for, you know, for tradition's sake. And then we'll go here and here and blah, 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 or whatever. Doesn't matter too much. As long as we get to everyone one way or another.
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
Such tiny little thing. I suppose you're looking for a job here? I've come to talk to you about your brother. He's in danger. What? What do you mean in danger? Now you've truly grabbed my attention. What's happened to him? Let's go. You'll tell me about it along the way. Your brother holds heretic views. That's very likely. He's a rebel, not a complainer. Since when have we been labeling views as heretics, anyway? Since the town's ruler had declared the allegiance and the ideology to humility. What did you say, little pimp? That I should persuade my brother to side with the humble? Go to hell! Feel free to humbly accept whatever whatever you please. Poverty, powerlessness, ignominy, stupidity, weakness, filth, war, but we will not. But... So you're saying we have incurred wrath from above with our impudence? Liar. Double, triple liar. I don't know what god you believe in, but I don't think you're even old enough to have a concept of one. And you are either a lying impostor, or an abominable changeling, a temptress, a thing from hell, a Shabnakadir, a man-eater made of dead bones and dirty clay. Don't yell at me. Don't call me that. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. His words cut deep. But he's a true fanatic, a knight of arrogance and impertinence. My mother was right to say, it is him and others like him we have to blame for this pestilence. They are the ones who have caused it, and not the poor souls my father seeks out persecution. Why do they persist? Can't they see the truth when it is right in front of them?
What is a living heart? Why is everyone talking about it?
I've talked to your brother. About what? Don't you remember? About you agreeing to convert to the faith of humility. My faith? Agreeing? Did I agree? How interesting. So what did my brother say? I don't know. If Katerina is to be lead, it's all your fault. It was your pride that had brought this all upon us. He said he wouldn't agree to that. He said he wouldn't agree to that. What an honest girl you are. You have some twire and a blessing along with it. It is all I can offer. And don't feel sorry for me and my brother. You see, I know for a fact that we won't be a burden on this angry earth for long. We'll soon drown in it, like a swamp. Had you been alive, Peter, you'd have been converted. But you're dead already. Really? Why? I think I'm quite alive. Is this life, though? You seek death yourself. Why? Death? I'm terrified of death. Of true death. This here is just a game for now. It's not real yet, is it? Yes, it isn't. But that's just for now. Reconsider, Peter. Come back. Wait. I'm going. Come back to me. No. Peter sees it all. The truth splits in half. The world is falling. I walk upon both sides of the moonlit way, following two different paths at the same time. Do the utopians dare mock my faith and mock the faith and humility? We need to think deeper here. An immediate gain would not necessarily lead to the long-time victory. Well, let's go talk to our mom. We did not convince him. It kind of went poorly, honestly speaking. But I mean, we can lie. We can lie and be like, yeah, he's been converted just like Ava. When Ava was absolutely not converted. It's so interesting because it's Katarina's like, well, we could convince Katarina, and we could convince Ava. And it's like, no, we can't.
Yes.
I've talked to Peter. Oh, the pain. So how did it go? He was on the verge, but then Andre... No, so what about him? Andre ruined everything. He threw me out. You idiot! Unforgivable stupidity. Why talk to Andre? Maria's paramour and debauched murderer? He will not leave us alone anymore. He will begin to guard them now, like a cock guarding his roost. The pain is unbearable. My temples are torn apart with hooks. You're useless, more useless by the day. What? What did you say? Why hooks? What's the matter with you? I didn't mean to say that. About you. Forgive me. This will pass. It's nothing. Don't listen to me. You need to rest. Sleep, Mother. What kind of day is this? Did I do something wrong that would cause them to change so much? Maybe I didn't accomplish much today or the day before, but then I feel these failures were not something I could avoid. My new parents must be very tired by now. I struggle to imagine how difficult this all is for them. They're your new parents, but it's like, wow. Really, they just bring all the baggage that having parents means in this story. Oh boy. Oof. Woofa oofa. Oofa doofa. Alright. Honestly, I think I'm gonna end that here for today. That was a lot. So next time we'll do the main quest for sure, and we'll do what we can of day 5. Ideally finish day 5, but you know, c'est la vie. It's nighttime, so we can probably run into some people, some murderers. Maybe we'll go this way to talk to Aspody, Grace, and Artemi, and use that as an excuse to go through here, because there's just a higher chance of criminals being around this district. Abandoned districts, especially at night, so then we'll go to Notkin, Grief, maybe see if we can talk to Ruben. I don't think we'll be able to, not until we talk to Vlad the Younger, but you know, we'll try, and then we'll talk to the Oglomitskis, and then go to the theater and see if there's anything there. Although I do want to see the theater, and I haven't done so yet, so I'll have time. I'll keep an eye out on things, but I'm not super worried about it. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time for more Pathologic. As I'm sure it's obvious, I really like this game. I think this game is awesome, and it rocks, and it's really interesting, and it's really cool. I am curious because glancing at the walkthrough, it does seem like it is going to get extremely more difficult for various reasons. So I'm a little worried about that. But I am doing pretty well, honestly speaking. I know the flow pretty well at this point. And I haven't had to use any cheats so far, so that's been good. That is definitely not going to last for very much longer, but, you know, c'est la vie. Yeah. Alright, so I hope you all have a great one, and we'll see you next time. Bye!